Bobby Jones, Martin Jerome and Sammy Henderson, Eddie Freeman and Randy, all cousins.
All the prettiest niggas in this factory town.
Carried me out with them. In a deep black Buick smelling of Thunderbird.
And ladies in heat.
We rambled from Camden to Mount Holly, laughing at the afternoon speeches, dangling our tassels from the rearview mirror, climbing different side of project stairs, moving towards snapping beer cans. Graduated the same night. Cosmetology, secretarial, pre-college, auto shop, and business. All of us moving from mama to whatever was out there. That night, we raced this big old truck from the barbecue stand, trying to tell him about the party at Jackie's where the folks that graduated last year was waiting to hit it with us. Oh, girl. I got drunk.
Oh, we heard about that, Melissa. We heard.
And couldn't figure out whose hand was on my thigh. But it didn't matter, because these cousins...
Oh, Martin, Eddie, Sammy, Jerome, and Bobby.
...was all my sweethearts, alternately since the 7th grade. And everybody knew I always started crying if somebody actually tried to take advantage of me.
At Jackie's, Linda Mason was poking her mouth all out.
As we tumbled out the Buick...
Oh, Eddie Freeman was her licking stick.
But I knew how to dance. And it got so hot.
Vincent Ramos puked all in the pond.
Clifford jumped all in Tico's face.
Well, that's because he was leaving for the Navy in the morning. He had to kick ass, so we'd all remember how bad he was.
Seemed like Sheila and Marguerite was afraid to get their hair turning back.
So they leaned up
Against the wall, looking almost sexy. Didn't want to sweat.
But me and my fellas, we was dancing. Ever since 1963, I'd won all kind of contests with the cousins at the police athletic league dances. And all Mercer County knew any kin to Martin Henderson could turn a somersault, or Smokey Robinson could get a woman excited. And we danced, doing nasty old tricks.
I know.
Doing nasty old tricks. Well, I've been thinking since Maker's graduation night had to be hot, and I was the only virgin in the crowd. So I had to make like my hips was into some business.
Oh, but you're so tired. You're so tired.
That way they thought whoever was getting it was an older man. Couldn't run the streets with youngsters. Girl, Martin slipped his leg around my thigh. Oh, okay. And the Dale's bump stayed up and down, up and down, up and down a new cover. Holmes, girls, we was grown.
And we running nearly grown.
All of a sudden, Linda went crazy.
Ooh, went over to Eddie, cursing and carrying on.
Tearing his skin out with her nails. The cousins tried to talk sense to her, tried to hold her arms.
Listen, bitch, Sammy went on.
Bobby whispered I should go with him before they get to cut. Before the police arrived. So we teetered silently through the parking lot. No, we didn't know nothing about no party.
I know. Tell us that.
And then Bobby started looking at me.
Listen.
Yeah, girl, he started looking at me real strange, like I was a woman or something. And then he started talking real soft to me in the backseat of that old Buick. Wow. By daybreak, I just couldn't stop grinning.
How was it? She said it was... Girl. No, Sarah, my papa thought he was Puerto Rican, and we would have been, except we was regular niggas. with hints of Spanish. So I made off to this 36-hour marathon dance con salsa con Ricardo Sugar Ray on Southern Boulevard. It's next door to this photography place, jammed with burial and wedding and communion relics. Next door to Latte Al Ideal Genuine Spanish Barber. And it was upstairs and lots of hallway when my colored New Jersey self didn't know what anybody was saying. Except if dancing was proof of origin, I was Jibarita herself. That night and the next day, I kept smiling and right on stepping. If he could lead, I was ready to dance. And if he couldn't lead, I caught this attitude that I had seen Rosa do. And would not be bothered. I was twirling, hipping, giving much quick feet, being a mute, cute, colored Puerto Rican till Saturday afternoon when the disc jockey said,
Atiéndame, muchachos, por favor. Lo sentimos mucho, pero Willie Colón no puede estar con nosotros esta noche.
Willie Colón ain't gonna make it today. Oh.
Pero en su lugar, para que ustedes continúen la fiesta y sigan bailando, he aquí la salsa de guayaba.
And all of my nigger temper come out of control. No, thank you. And I wouldn't dance with nobody. And I talked English loud. Oh, and I loved you more than I was mad. More than... When I discovered Archie Shep and subtle blues, oh, don't you know I wore out the magic of juju, heroically resisting being possessed. Oh, the sounds. And sneaking in underage to slugs to stare at a real artiste. And every word out of Imamu's mouth was gospel. And if Jesus couldn't blow no horn like Shep, wasn't no need for colored folks to bear no cross at all. And poems is my thank you for music. And I love you more than poems. More than Aureliano Buendia loved Macondo. More than Hector Lavoe loves himself. More than the lady loved gardenias. More than Celia Los Cuba or Graciela loves El Son. More than the flamingos. Shoo-doo, shoo-be-doo, love being pretty. Oye, negro, te amo más que when you play your flute. Te amo más que.
Without any assistance or guidance from you, I have loved you assiduously for 8 months, 2 weeks, and a day. I've been stood up 4 times. I've left 7 packages on your doorstep, 40 poems, 2 plants, and 3 handmade note cards. I left town so I could send them to you. You have been no help to me on my job. You call me up 3 o'clock in the morning on a weekday so I can drive 27 and a half miles across the bay before I go to work. Charming, charming. You have been of no assistance. I want you to know this has been an experiment to see how selfish I could be. If I could really carry on to snare a possible lover. If I was capable of debasing myself for the love of another. If I could stand not being wanted when I wanted to be wanted, and I cannot. So, with no further assistance or guidance from you, I am ending this affair. This note is attached to a plant. I have been watering since the day I met you. Water it your damn self.
Tubes, tables, whitewashed windows, grime from age wiped over once, legs spread, anxious eyes crawling up on me. Eyes rolling in my thighs. Metal harnesses gnawing my womb. Oh, dead mice fall from my mouth. I really didn't mean to. I really didn't think I could. Just one day off. Offer me all of these bones and blood shattered like soft ice cream cones. Oh, I couldn't have my people looking at me pregnant. I couldn't have my friends see this dye dangling between my legs, and I didn't say a thing. Not a sigh or a fast scream to get those eyes off of me. Get those steel rods out of me. This hurts. This hurts me, and nobody came because nobody knew. Once I was pregnant and ashamed of myself.